title is A Subscription I Never Asked For. So, I have a lifelong subscription that I'm not paying for it. Sometimes I am, but most times I'm not. And that subscription is being a woman. It's International Women's Month, and as an avid champion of women and rights and all inclusivity, I am glad and happy to be celebrating Women's Month. But there are certain moments, if you ask me, is this something you want or you're proud of? I'd give you an emphatic no. In fact, get me off the subscription list. But before you judge me, hear me out. I have grown up admiring women, yeah? The women I grew up with, the women around me, there have been luminaries in my life. And I saw how they spoke, how they talked. Every room they walked into, they lit it up. And so I longed to grow up. I wanted to grow up very bad because I felt, with adulthood came fun, came romance, came freedom, yeah? Freedom that is only associated with an adult. I was a late bloomer, always been a late bloomer. So when the girls were receiving cute letters from boys in primary school, and passing through the rites of passage, I looked like the boys most of the time. We thank God for puberty. So throughout primary school, I never experienced, what it meant to be a woman, to grow up. People were excited. I was there, cheering them on. I finished primary school. I was home one day waiting to join high school. And then, it came. I go to my mom, like, guess what? It's that time, my time has come. My mom is a very nonchalant type of person, very unimpressionable. She looked at me, she's like, oh really? Okay. She went through her drawer, got me a few essentials, told me how to use them, and told me, yeah, off you go, bye, enjoy. Enjoy your time. And it felt like being given a driving license without being taught how to drive. So I took it in stride, came with a lot of pain. And I figured, I'm not the first person, yeah? I'm not the first, and neither will be I be the last. So I took it in stride, it's part of the package, let me embrace it. Then one day, I ended up at the emergency room. I cannot describe to you that type of pain. That pain was only second to the time I was bitten by a scorpion. I have never experienced such pain in my life. So after a few tests, the doctor comes out, he says, my dear girl, you have endometriosis. I've never heard about that word. So I was like, am I dying? No, you're not. Okay, thank God. So I felt relieved. An explanation for all this pain, all this discomfort, it makes sense, right? And then he says, don't worry about it. It goes away once you get pregnant. I'm 17 when I get pregnant. So I was angry, I was confused, and I wondered, why is my pain, why is my discomfort, why is my experience only associated with an eventual motherhood? Why does my experience have to be tied down to something that I'm too young to understand at that moment? And it got me thinking, what was my perception of womanhood? And I want you to think about it. What is your perception of womanhood? What does being a woman, what is a woman to you? Is a woman who is barren woman enough for you? Would you label them as a woman? Is a woman who does not fit the traditional concepts of assertiveness, boldness, independence, woman enough for you? What about the woman who dresses more
tiara wearing princesses, would you label them a woman in your book? And what about the women with hoarse voices, with beards, women who experience PCOS, who experience endometriosis, who have to go through a lot of pain and discomfort every day? Do they fit your natural definition of what a woman is? And during this month, I think those are the perceptions we need to challenge in our minds as we celebrate women, because society tends to fit women in certain boxes. Yet, women are so diverse. They have highs and lows. Women have dreams and disappointments. Women have successes and struggles. We cannot fit women in one box. So, as we celebrate Women's Month, I want to challenge your perceptions of what is a woman to you. And as we continue to celebrate the month and go through the month, I hope you understand that women come in forms, different forms, packages, and that we are diverse and our stories cannot fit in one box. Thank you.